Welcome and thank you for considering PianoNation and its flagship technology QRS Music's piano line of products. In this short video, we highlight some of the features of our player piano product offering and contrast that to how they are, in many cases, misrepresented on other dealer competitor websites. The main claim our competitors make about the system they offer is through the use of Bluetooth. Almost all of the emphasized advantages that our dealer friend has made for QRS's competitor emanate from the sole use of a Bluetooth approach as being superior to a Wi-Fi approach. Now, we understand that not all manufacturers have the vision, time, and resources to integrate Wi-Fi into their products. It's one thing to sell the approach they have. It's another to misrepresent a competitor's. Also, although there may be some truth there, it is a bit disingenuous to leave the impression that there was a switch made versus not being able to be an authorized dealer. Let's explain as concisely as possible why relying solely on Bluetooth creates many limitations. First, users must keep their one dedicated device charged and close to the piano. That's where your music and updates are, so it better be close. QRS does not require a dedicated device and its content stays with the piano. Second, updates require manual requests. There are updates to the app, content, and to the system that need addressing. All emanates from the iPad's app, then delivered to the piano, where QRS updates are automatic and require no end-user thought if set to automatic. Not to mention the dependence on iOS updates and device support. Also of note is because of their reliance on Bluetooth, they only provide two channels being transmitted, of which one is for MIDI, the piano signal, and the other accompaniment. Accompaniment is by default monaural. Now, in contrast, QRS supports two simultaneous built-in Bluetooth connections, one for audio and one for MIDI as a nicety not a necessity, and both can work simultaneously, all without an app or the device that holds the app. The QRS approach offers continuous connections to performances, reduces reliance on external devices, avoids potential interruptions from notifications, avoids signal weakness interruptions, avoids low battery issues, and delivers highest potential quality of sound versus just a monaural signal. Always being connected also ensures you have the most current music and your operating system is up to date. The claim that our dealer friend makes that QRS will not operate without a Wi-Fi connection is simply false, as is the claim that registration and access require the constant use of usernames and passwords. What they conveniently skip over is that their system will not operate without a wireless Bluetooth connection or hardwired audio connection to the dedicated iPad. QRS registration is straightforward. First, connect to the standalone network without installing any special apps. Then use that connection to join the piano to your home's Wi-Fi. After that is done, there should be no need for passwords and reconnects unless you change your router. Then, just repeat the above to join the new network. And if that was not enough for you, an onboard hardwired touchscreen on the piano also offers direct access. Since any device with a browser, a PC, Android, iOS, or tablet can interface with the system, you're never left without an interface. QRS's approach enables scheduled music and system updates during idle times without requiring a device's constant network connection. Some additional Wi-Fi features rarely discussed by our friends due to their approach being limited include QRS TV, remote performances, whole house audio connectivity, and remote support. Let's now discuss music access and pricing. The claim that our dealer competitor talks about is that QRS does not give you free music, and that the free access is temporary and at the end you're left with no content. Again, this is false. In summary, our friend does not offer access plans. They must feel the need to drive the false narrative that at the end of your access plan, you're left with no music. All false. So to start with, QRS has over 15,000 tracks available to the end user. Their competitor only has approximately 6,000. QRS's content, curated and created over generations dating back to 1900, is the best in the industry. From solo piano to its sync-along technologies and now to its AI performance applications. QRS is dominant in content for automated musical instruments. At the time of this writing, QRS offered over 3,000 complementary tracks and is still growing compared to their competitors' average of 600 to 750. The QRS complementary music delivered with the purchase of the system gives a great sampling of the different genres, cultures, and types of music content. QRS also offers access plans, all access plans, and traditional purchases by the song, playlist, or album. Whatever the customer feels works best for them. Each access plan speaks to the convenience and budget the customer is comfortable with. From a 5-day access plan to a 4-year all-access plan, QRS covers any of the means that works best for its customer. Left out of what our friend claims is that QRS's all-access plans include the following. As long as you're in an all-access plan, you're in warranty. You receive discounts on hardware upgrades. You keep and you own 75 of your most frequently played tracks at the end of every 2-year period. Then there's access to QRS Connect, remote performances, QRS TV, and on and on. At the end of a plan, QRS sends a list of the most frequently played songs. If it's an all-access plan, you get to keep them. If it's an access-only plan, QRS has done the work for you in highlighting songs you may want to keep, or you can resubscribe. And if that was not enough, QRS offers monthly content specials where they unlock new content or existing content that is theme-based. So, for example, this month you get the college fight songs in preparation of the football season. Now we address the warranty and support claim. The biggest claim that is made is one of warranty. The competing system has a 5-year parts and a 3-month labor warranty, where QRS has a 1-year warranty with no labor. Yes, it is true QRS offers a 1-year parts warranty for a standard field installation to customers without an all-access plan. But labor depends on the installer. If QRS did the installation, they cover the labor for the year. If the dealer does the installation, the dealer covers it. In the case of PianoNation, we cover it for the year. As far as parts warranty, it can be as long as you want it or when you need it. If you are in an all-access plan, your parts are covered, so that could be up to and over 10 years. Now, if you enter an all-access plan because you have an issue, you're not being sneaky. You will also be covered. QRS gives full discretion to its US-based tech support staff to vet legitimate concerns outside of the warranty period. So QRS offers a 1-year parts warranty, extendable for the lifetime of the system with any all-access plans. Systems dating to the 1990s are still in use, with migration paths to new technology. Support is handled by knowledgeable US staff authorized to make warranty decisions. Here we address key stop and silent practice installation and sound customization. Though some claim QRS's key stop rail takes longer to install, factory tests show otherwise. Much of the feedback emanates from QRS prioritizing and insisting on a precise installation, not a quick installation. The precision we insist on protects the piano action over time. The competitors claim that QRS uses software-driven sounds is true for its Piano 3-player systems, but not for its Piano 4. Its Piano 4-player system has a dedicated sound processor outside of its quad-core processors. It supports custom sounds, from its own built-in sounds, customer sounds, to software-driven sound fonts, and the capacity to add physical modeling for silent practice. Other claims that QRS ships only 80-note systems as standard instead of 88-note retrofit systems is deceptive at best. Installers know they only need to install 80-note systems to avoid cutting too far into the legs of the piano, so why be forced to pay for an 88-note system? If the installer knows ahead of time that an 88-note is preferred, they order it. It's a non-issue. QRS also offers what they call a zero-install system, where its main feature is that the original trap work is maintained, minimal if any leg modification, and 88 notes if requested. The claim that the felts wear out again is not reflected in QRS case reports. Their systems continue to work since the 90s in the toughest of environments. Without getting into the physics of solenoids, QRS uses long tubular solenoids and smart driver boards for better and more precise travel and control, delivering accurate dynamics and timing. Feedback enables accuracy, and AI enhances performance for various musical styles, piano types, and setups. Here we clean up some of the other misrepresentations. Contrary to what our friend and competitor states, QRS supports MIDI file playback from any source. Users can upload and store MIDI files, or the customer can request custom and unlimited content from pianists through their QRS Connect account. So the claim QRS does not support MIDI files is simply false. QRS also has over 500 and growing sing-along tracks available, and the lyrics can be displayed on multiple devices simultaneously through the QRS app or HDMI, Chromecast, or AirPlay. There is no need to find karaoke files outside of the platform. QRS does not require a USB to do updates, but it is possible. To claim otherwise is just meant to mislead. The QRS user interface is super simple, intuitive with nice features like color-coded lists distinguishing solos from accompanied pieces and simple-to-understand drill-down setups. Hardly ever mentioned is how innovative QRS has been. QRS holds many patents. Among them is their sync-along technology, letting pianos play alongside commercially available MP3s and MP4 streams, vastly broadening available content and keeping the library current and robust. Some other advanced hardware features that need mentioning. QRS Piano 4-player systems, powered by quad-core processors, enable features like AI-driven track separation, QRS TV channel communication, and multi-room audio routing. The system can isolate and direct sounds, like its new player trumpets, to specific output routing for a tailored listening experience. So if you want to hear a full immersive audio experience, there really is no other choice. Now let's address record. QRS's PianoScan is relied upon at many venues like the Grammys. PianoScan is known as the most accurate and reliable optical recording system for acoustic pianos. PianoScan also allows easy connection with third-party apps through Bluetooth MIDI, or if you prefer hardwired connections, it can use 5-pin MIDI, USB-C, and USB-A connections. Great for home and pro studio applications. Its patented frequency filtering also separates it from all others for reliability. Again, QRS insists on accurate field installation to deliver accurate recording. Still finding it tough to make a decision. Note that QRS offers system upgrades and integrations to many systems, even its competitors. QRS also provides an upgrade path to its legacy products, protecting the customer's initial family investment, even if it's an original PianoNation one from the 90s. One thing where we agree with our friends is that any player is better than no player. And we appreciate our friends' competitive spirit but not its misrepresentations. It's bad form to display them.